Today I'm here with a very exciting video. This is all about the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Face Palette. This thing is a beauty. I ordered it the day before yesterday, got it yesterday, so pumped. I actually happened to pick up two, so let's go ahead and get started. So as mentioned, this is a collaboration between Becca, who killed the highlighter game, and Jaclyn Hill. She's an amazing, super charismatic YouTuber who also kills the highlighter game, has like 3 million subscribers. Of course, it was a natural pairing for them to do a collaboration, and it's so cool to see how many YouTubers are teaming up with brands to create products. I really, really love that. She released Champagne Pop as an individual shimmering skin perfector a little while back. Everyone went nuts for it. It was limited edition. It has now been made permanent, thank the Lord. But then she released this Champagne Pop kind of whole collection. So there was eyeshadows, a poured version of the highlighter, a liquid version, this face palette, and the eye palette. I only picked up the eye palette because I was buying two, one for me, one for you. But I'm so excited about this eye palette because this is the first, face palette, because this is the first palette that I've come across that I've really been like, wow, all of these shades can work for me. Because my skin tone is like on the darker side, a lot of the time when a face palette comes out, there's always some kind of like cool toned baby pink, and like that's not gonna work for me. So I was really excited to see this palette, and it seems like from what I've seen that it can work for just about any skin tone, which is so exciting to me. Very cool. They put a lot of thought into this palette. It's gonna be great for travel. The packaging is super sturdy and gorgeous. But let's go ahead and get into the swatches. The first shade is a blush. This is in Rosé Spritz. I think that this is gorgeous. Gotta give a shout out to NARS Orgasm, of course, looks very similar. But I like this one a little bit better. It's a gorgeous peach with some gold running through it. It has absolutely no chunk in there, just a really great golden glow. Then up next, Amaretto. This is a really nice, interesting shade. I am so glad that this is in here. It is a warm mid-tone brown, can act as a really great blush for me. I have it on today towards the back of my cheeks, and I think if you have a lighter skin tone, this would be great for bronzing as well. So I love that it kind of teeters somewhere in between, making this palette super, super versatile. Then you have Pamplemousse, which I probably butchered that. That is French for grapefruit, if you didn't know. And this is a super pigmented, gorgeous blush. I popped this right on the apples of my cheeks today. Tons of pigment, but it really blends out gorgeously. These are a very soft formula, but they're not so soft that they're going to like kick up a whole bunch of powder and product everywhere, which I really appreciate. Then you have Champagne Pop, which of course is the kind of product that this whole collection is centered around. And you didn't really realize, or I didn't really realize, how much pink is in Champagne Pop, especially when you compare it to Prosecco Pop, which is the newest highlighter shade. So you can see that Prosecco Pop has a lot more gold in it, while Champagne Pop leans on the more pinky peachy gold, which is something that never really, I didn't really kind of realize. So I'm going to show you when I applied this today. I used Amaretto towards the back of my cheeks. Then I popped Pamplemousse on the apples of my cheeks. It looked really intense at first, and then I blended it out. Then I used Champagne Pop on the highlights area of my cheeks because I just couldn't resist. I love it, I love it, I love it. Then I also used this palette on my eyes, so I popped Rosé Spritz on my lids and then Amaretto in the crease, and then I put a little bit of Prosecco Pop on my inner corner. And I think that this is just such a great palette. As mentioned, I think it's going to be amazing for travel. My only qualm is that the shade names come on this little plastic insert. And as a YouTuber, I would assume that Jaclyn has probably complained about this. Totally okay. I mean, what are you gonna do? I guess in production it would have been like way too much of a hassle to print the names on the actual palette. They are, however, on the back, which I do appreciate, and maybe it just would have taken away from the gorgeousness of the palette, so I get that. But overall, I'm incredibly impressed with this palette. It retails for $52 American, $59 Canadian. I'm also impressed that the Canadian price isn't worse, or a whole lot worse than the American one. And this is going to be back online June 16th, as well as in stores on June 16th, but I'm assuming it's going to be an absolute mess again. This palette sold out in 44 minutes the other day, so that's how popular it is. I'm so glad that I was able to pick up two so that you could have the chance to win one of these. As I mentioned in a recent Face of the Day, I'm so appreciative of how much response I'm getting on all my videos, how much you guys are enjoying my content, and I truly appreciate that. So that is why I refrained from buying the rest of the collection so that I could buy a second palette for you. I'm going to leave a link to my blog down below. It's going to be a super easy way to entry. All you have to do is just be subscribed to my channel, and then there's other things that you can do kind of along along the way to get yourself some more entries. So thank you so much for watching. Good luck in the giveaway. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!